So, thank you, everyone. And today's topic is all about change. So, you know what? Change is a part of life, and we hear it all the time that change is a part of life. There is nothing there's nothing new about it. Every single day, we are experiencing change in our lives. And yet, however, there are so many times that we simply just want things to freeze. We don't want them to change. Sometimes even for our children, we see our little children, and they're so cute and they're so adorable, and then we look around and find friends who have children who are not so adorable, only because they grew up. And so at this point in time we are like कि हाय हमारे बच्चे बस ऐसे ही रहें, इतने ही छोटे रहें, that they don't grow up, they stay in this cute little space that they are in. So, as we look at things around us and when they are changing, the first thought that we have about change is almost always fear. Almost always fear. Why? Because with the limited vision that we have, whatever little we understand, whatever little we know, whenever we look into an unknown, and the future is unknown, when we look into an unknown, we have a lot of fear. And so, in this moment, the starting point of any webinar of mine, or rather the Mool mantra that I work in with any webinar of mine, and that is why look into the future with fear? The universe is playing in my favor. And so, coming into this point of awareness, where you can bring yourself to sit in this program instead. Fear is your natural, place to go to. But when awareness happens, then our first thought might be fear. But very quickly, the second thought that will follow it is, why should I be looking at the future with fear? The universe is playing in my favor. I am taken care of. When we move consciously into this program, into this frequency of faith, what you are sitting in right now, when you think of future and future doesn't seem so bright to you at all, it's not that the future is bright or not. The future isn't even here yet. How will you know what the future looks like? But you are already supposing some things. You're already assuming a few things, and all of those things are not in your favor. And so, which program are you sitting in right now? You are sitting in frequencies of fear. When I sit in that frequency, what will happen? All thoughts of mine, most of them will go in that direction. They will go in the fear direction. And so I will just be sitting in more and more fear. When I become aware that this is simply a frequency, the future can sit this way or that. I don't know about the future right now. So many times it happens to us that we fear something. It's an unknown, it's going to happen in the future, and we fear that event. And yet, after the event has happened, and we look back and we are able to understand that it's okay, we needn't have feared so much because everything turned out okay. So many times when we are preparing for an office interview, when we are preparing for projects, something or the other that we are preparing for, which is an unknown in the future, and we sit with fears. And yet, when we look at it post facto, when we look at it after everything is done and said, then many of the times we find that that fear was not really founded. It was really not needed. And yet we did fear a lot of that. And then we are very happy. Okay, fine, great. We feared, but everything turned out okay. Well, that's not how the energy works. Whenever you feared something, you created fear. You created fear. You created fear. You've sat down and thought about the future, and you've thought about all these changes that that you're going to have to go through, and you don't like those changes. And now you are also not just fear, you're also tuning into lack. I won't have this and I won't have that. And when I don't have this and I don't have that, it's simply a frequency of lack. And fear gives way to lack, lack gives way to fear. That's how both of these frequencies are very closely intertwined. And so, what next? Well, you're happy. You're totally happy that, oh, it didn't work out like that, and it actually worked out much better. But that's not how the story ends. Why? Because you've sat and created so much fear. As you've created so much of fear, where is it going to go? it's still sitting in your energies field. It's going nowhere. And yes, in this particular instance, nothing, nothing happened. Great going. But then at some point in time, in another event, in some other way, when that fear frequency manifests, it will be this huge, large, pot of fear that you have created yourself, for yourself. This huge bubble that you are sitting in, that bubble of fear will burst. And when it bursts, another event will happen in front of you. And that will be where you will create more fear. Why? Because that's how things happen. You look at something outside, you look at a change happening outside, you don't like that change, and you sit in the frequency of fear, creating more fear. Whether it manifests within the next few days or doesn't manifest, it actually doesn't matter. And so now, when you've come into awareness, now that you sit in awareness, now that you know that these are simply frequencies, you are sitting in a frequency of fear. You don't know what the future looks like, but you have an imagination. Where is that imagination coming from? All your thoughts are coming from your energy. And that's why when people say to me, what is it that you teach? Do you just teach about being positive? And I say, yeah, but even if I ask you to be positive 24 hours in a day, you can't be positive. Why will you not be positive? Because you haven't got that much of positivity in your energy right now. And so I talk to you to tell you, first change your energy. You release your fear some bit, you release your worries some bit about a future, about an unknown that's happening. That change that you are seeing only the very tip of, you've already imagined what the rest of the iceberg looks like. That's what you are doing. You're looking at the tip. You've just only got this much information. And through this much information of change, you are already creating mountains and mountains of worry and fear. And so I tell people, just simply trying to be positive actually doesn't really work. And this is the whole reason behind it. In your energies, there is fear. And that's where all your thoughts are emanating from. That's where they're getting created from. And so, firstly, change your energy as well at all times. And it's a very simple process. You don't have to do a lot of hard work to change your energy. But yes, you do have to do. The way that I figured out things, everything is energy, everything is frequency. And so I invite people to be in my energy, in my frequency. It works easily. Do you have to listen to every word that comes out of my mouth? Absolutely not. It's not about words at all. And that's why, even when you just listen to one line and then you go off to sleep, it's okay. Why is it okay? Because the energy, the vibration that's still coming to you, it is still coming to you when I ask you to listen to my meditation, the healing meditation, or the tuning into the frequency of Meenal, that meditation. What is happening? You're still constantly receiving. Who's receiving? You're asleep. No, you're not asleep. Your body is asleep. Your body is all of 1%. The rest of your energy, this is that 99% energy that you are, the creator of everything that you are. Now, when you are changing your frequency, the creation will happen from your frequency itself. The creation will always happen from your frequency. But what is the frequency you're holding on to now? Are you holding on to fear? Are you holding on to worry, to sadness? Or are you now holding on to my frequency? And so the more you keep listening, the more you keep just that on loop, even, then that energy is making its way into your energy field. And soon you will find that even though right now you're again sitting with fears and worries and anxieties, but a thought will come which will give you a little bit of peace inside. A thought will come which will hold your hand and take you just a little bit away from your fear. That particular thought, that tiny little thought that is now taking you into a place of peace. That tiny little thought that is now giving you that first moment of, okay, I needn't worry that much. That thought is coming from the frequency of Meenal. Frequency of meaner plays in abundance. It plays in a lot of masti. What is masti? Masti is equanimity. Not getting perturbed, not getting up and down, not jumping about with things just as a change shows up in the outside. In today's date, there is so much change happening. Corona has brought about so many beautiful changes in our lives. We are in our little place. We can't even move. We can't even move freely anymore. Many of us don't have jobs. Many of us have lost our livelihoods. And yet, look at the words that I used. Such a beautiful change that Corona has created. Why? Because whatever it is that we can see, even about Corona, whatever we can see is only this tip of the iceberg. We don't know what our energies are moving towards. And so, rather than imagining that this is the worst possible place to be, with all of these, now this one is dying and now that one is dying, we don't even know, we don't understand what death is. And so, that is why I constantly tell people stay aware of what death is creating in you. Is it creating fear? Then simply your job is to release that fear. If it is creating anxiety, then your job is to release that anxiety, because life and death, they go hand in hand. We always knew the minute we were born, we always knew that we are going to die. And so when that moment comes, or even if that moment hasn't come, the moment hasn't arrived, and yet, what are we doing? Thinking about the moment, we are creating so much of anxiety and fears within us. And so, not being in this place of fear, but simply being in a place, a relaxed place, a place of peace. And how do you do that? You can do that, you can begin that by being in the frequency of Meenal and by releasing your fears. Whatever has to happen, that change that it's on its way will come. As the change comes, where are you sitting? What bucket are you sitting in? Saying, we go and we choose our house. The house is not the place where we stay, but the house is the frequency that we are at. So we choose our house and we choose to sit in the frequency of anger or in the frequency of sadness, and that becomes our house. When we find out that it's simply a matter of a choice, and we can change our houses just like that. You can change your house. You can change from the house of sadness and come and sit in the house of peace. You simply have to become aware that it's only a frequency. It's something that's in the air, and you caught this channel, and now you are playing this channel. How much time does it take for you to change a channel on your television set? It doesn't take time. It takes a few minutes, and then your frequency changes. And yet, as soon as it changes, what do? You change it back to the fear house again. So this is what you're doing. You're constantly oscillating between fear and masti, and fear and masti. And sometimes, because the shift is so quick that you can barely even get to enjoy the masti that you are working towards, you simply move there, shift into it for a minute. Another thought comes that holds the fear, and you immediately move your frequency back again. Just like that, you come back to the fear frequency right there again. Whatever is coming, the change is coming, change is constant. We hear from people all the time, change is constant. And so, why? Why sit with fear when it comes to looking at change? When we look at a river and the river comes through to a mountain, the river comes through to a mountain, and now it doesn't know what to do. Does it just sit over there? No, it looks for ways to flow. It simply looks for ways to flow. And so, what will happen? The river might even go in five different directions, and yet it doesn't stop. It keeps flowing, it goes with the flow. The same about us, about our lives. It is for us to flow. It is not for us to become stationary at one place, but mostly this is what we do. If something bad happens outside, we sit in sadness, or even if the thought of something bad happening in the future comes to us, we immediately hold on to that, and then we sit still in that frequency. which is not serving us. This program that the future holds only fears. The future is going to be worse than what today is. This is where you are sitting when you look at future, when you look at change. As you are sitting in a place and simply looking at change, allow it to happen. Just simply allow the change to happen rather than resisting it. Guess why? Because whether you allow it or you don't allow it, the change is coming. And yet, when you resist it, when you reject it, what are you doing? You are sitting in fear, worry, anxiety, desperation, all of these beautiful frequencies combined. When you allow it, okay, let's see what the change brings with it. This is a time for change. Let's see what more changes one has to go through, because change is always going to happen. We grew up, our parents grew older. Whether the parents, lived or didn't live, that was their journey. They had already decided even before they took birth. As you take birth in your energy field, already whatever experiences you have come for, those experiences you would have received, only then will you leave this planet Earth. You don't leave it at any point in time, just midway. You receive those experiences that you came for, and then you exit. And then this is not the last time that you're coming here. You will keep making these cycles again and again to Earth if there is still duality that you need to experience. What do we need? What do we mean by duality? This is me, this is mine. All of these frequencies of the mind where I need to experience I am separate from you. I am not part of you, I am separate from you. When I have to experience this duality, I come to earth. That's all. That's all the purpose of earth there is. Earth is not a place where we've come to stay. This is home. We will never go from here again. No, as a matter of fact, the minute we were born, our death was already destined. At some point in time, whenever that be, we are going to die. Now, as we think about these topics, as we think about a change, and especially right now with Corona, what's happening? A lot of people's lives are changing. And sometimes it might be because of death, but even otherwise, there have been a lot of reasons for people's lives to change as Corona is taking more and more force. And so, as you sit over there thinking even about this change, what is my tomorrow going to look like? Are you at peace with yourself? Or are you constantly worried? Worried about a family member, or worried about your job, worried about a profession? You are sitting in the frequency of worry. That's all there is to it. Somebody, something will become a cause for your worry. Anything. It could be anything at all. It could be a family member. It could be a maid. It could be a vegetable vendor from where you bought vegetables today, and now the next day you find out that they've got corona. And now what is it? You sit and worry. Where is this place? Where is this house that you are sitting in? You're sitting in the house of worry. For you to be able to move to a place of fearlessness, to a place of calm and peace, firstly, the energy itself needs to change. When the energy changes, even though you are seeing somebody, a vegetable vendor, your maid, somebody or the other, even though that might happen, but it will not give you a cause for fear. It will not. Why? Because your frequency is not that of worry in that moment. It's not. If the frequency is of worry, everything will worry you. And that's why I keep telling people, when you look at something and if you are feeling the worry, shift that. With that shifting and moving into a new frequency, what is it that you're actually doing? You're actually changing the outcome. You don't realize that that's how the energy works. The circle is not that you worry, you prepare for all the bad things that can happen. You have a plan B, you have a plan C, and then yet maybe a plan B and a plan C will work this time, and then something else will happen where you will need to create more plan Bs and more plan Cs. The idea is not to move into a plan B, plan C, plan D, sitting in the frequency of worry. The idea is to simply release that worry itself. Everything that is happening to you is a result of your energy. Everything that is happening to that other person could be your son, could be your parent, could be your husband, could be anybody, but it's their energy that's creating, that is creating their future, their every moment, their energy and your energies. They're getting a play, they are playing a mirror for you. You've given them a role to play, and they are playing that role for you, and you are playing some roles for them. But do you control what is happening in their life? Can you even control the change outside? No, you can't. The only thing that you can even control is the change within. And so, when we talk about change, when we look at change outside, what is it that you are supposed to do? When you look at change outside, you normally start to think, how can you keep yourself more protected? Even as we think about protection, we are coming from fear. And so, here again, the change is not outside. When the change happens outside, you have to look within and create a corresponding change inside, a corresponding change in the frequency. If you are sitting in fear, come to fearlessness. If you are sitting in worry, come to worrylessness. If you are sitting in masti, stay there. Then, if you are sitting in equanimity, as you see the change outside, it doesn't bother you. If this, so what? If not, so what? That place is the place of equanimity. And how can you come into this place of equanimity? When outside change is happening and it's too big for you to handle. It actually might not be big at all. It might be a very small thing that's happening, but why is it seeming big to you? It's seeming big to you because you are sitting in the frequency of fear. And so I constantly tell people to be firstly looking into their energy and firstly changing that, rather than looking at every thought. How can I do this? How will I do this? What will happen tomorrow? These are thoughts of how, what, wherever, and all of these are coming from the frequency of questions, the frequency of fears, the frequency of the mind. When you begin to make the journey to the heart, and that's where the frequency of Meenal mostly plays, the one that I keep pulling you to. When you make the journey to the frequency of the heart, then all of these worries go away with that one single sentence. The universe is playing in my favor. The universe is playing in my favor at all times. I am taken care of. And this is the most beautiful way. This is the most beautiful way for you to shift out of a fear frequency. When you look outside and you look at changes, and those changes are not making you happy, there is this deep down, a very subtle layer where you think that the universe will not play as per your liking. Maybe in the past it hasn't played as per your liking. Maybe all your experiences so far have been that only, that the universe doesn't play in your favor. And understand why. Because that's the energy that you are carrying, the energy of mistrust. When we carry the energy of mistrust, that no, nobody will help me, my life, I only have to do everything because everybody is out there to make a fool out of me. Where are you operating from when you think like this? Where are you operating from when you come from suspicion? You are coming from frequencies of mistrust. What is bound to happen is your mistrust will keep manifesting. As it manifests, what happens to you? You are not aware of how energy works. You have no idea how energy works. You are simply looking at the tip of the iceberg again and again and creating more fear and more mistrust for the future. And so now that you've begun to become aware, now that you understand just a little bit of how the energies work, firstly, release your mistrust, release your fear that the universe won't play on your side. The universe is playing in your favor. Guess why? Why? Because you are taking energies from Meenal. And that's why it's playing in your favor, because the universe always plays in my favor. As the universe plays in my favor at all times. And now you are Meenal. Why are you Meenal? There is still a separation between you and Meenal. And that's only because you have a limited mind and you see the separation. No, Meenal is this person and I am that person. But what is Meenal giving you access to? Meenal is giving you access to the energy that Meenal operates from. What is that energy? That energy is of abundance. When you take that energy, the name doesn't remain Meenal anymore. It's your energy. Now that it's with you, it's your energy of abundance. That separation only exists in your eyes, it doesn't exist in your energies. And so when you start to more and more take from my frequency this abundance will begin to play out in your life as well. You live in miracles because you will be taking from this energy, and this energy that plays so much in faith, in trust, in surrender. And with the surrender, the automatic part of it is to be in equanimity. Because when you are surrendered, you know that no matter what happens outside, you are taken care of. And this you are taken care of doesn't have to be as per an expected outcome that you are holding on to. I will understand that I'm taken care of if A, B, C happens. Guess what? This is called expectation. I will be doing all of this energy work so that I can receive outcomes of A, B, and C. Well, guess what? The energy work is, is now not just listening to your work that you are doing of releasing the fears, but it is also listening to your vibration of outcomes. And outcomes also are being set. Outcomes are set mostly from lack. I want this, I want that. And while you are working on your fears, you'll receive. There is no doubt that you won't receive, your answers. There is no doubt that you won't receive outside results. But what is also going to happen with that, because you are setting up expectations, because you are holding on to outcomes too tightly, and so therefore the universe will also show you this particular vibration of yours. This particular vibration is of lack. And so while you will feel a little bit more fearless, and yet you will sit a little bit more in lack. Energies, vibrations only. In a day, we send out 30 different kinds of vibrations. We don't even know what we are sending out, and that's exactly what we are receiving. And so, understanding, why do I ask people? Don't clutch on to expectations. Don't clutch on to expectations that the outside person should change. This is the change I want. It doesn't work, because change is coming at its own frequency. And if you are sitting in lack, it'll simply reflect back at you your lack. If you are sitting in so much of joy, if you are sitting in equanimity, then no matter what the change is, no matter what the change is, you are going to feel the joy, you are going to feel the equanimity. Every now and then I talk about a few experiences, but almost for the past 2 or 3 weeks, the constant name that comes to my mind is the two of them who just recently lost the two family members. So Aruna and Shweta, who lost two family members in their, in the last 1 month. Such a big change outside. So much of change outside that it shook up their entire world. And that's what the change is looking like. And yet, because these two are sitting in the frequency of equanimity, in the frequency of abundance, in the frequency of masti. They've been working on their energies and they have released their fears. So, largely, what's happening to them? They are continuing to sit in peace. Even though something so large has happened outside, they are not tuning into fear, because they are sitting in my energies of equanimity and peace. Does it happen every now and then that they will circle around and go someplace else? Oh yes, absolutely, it will happen. And yet when they become aware that they've moved to this house that was, that is fear, or that's worry and anxiety, they simply work on themselves and move themselves back to the house of abundance. That's the house that they would prefer to live in, even as they go through such a large change. That change had to happen. You can't control a change outside. These are stories. The stories will keep happening. There is nothing about the story that you can control outside. But when an outside story happens and changes your world, what are you going to do? Where are you going to be? Are you going to be in this house or in that house? That's the only choice that you get to make. And as you make that choice and sit in the house of abundance, sit in the house of love, sit in the house of surrender, and sit in the house of faith, guess what's going to happen? Whatever outside is happening is going to be from your frequency reflected back at you. How to shift your frequency. You're sitting in so many fears. The fears haven't happened yet, but there is no way that you can think nicely about your future. It only looks dark and grim. And so, what do? Well, move your attention away from them every time. And then I've given this several times and I give it again today. But the best way to move your attention, I just talked about how the universe is playing in my favor, is one of my favorite mantras. And the second thing, when you want to move your attention away from something, bring it to gratitude. Gratitude, that's the answer to everything. When you can be in gratitude, and when you can express gratitude to everything that's happening to you, that's the place where you start to shift your energies most easily. And so, when you're constantly, oh, how will this happen, this won't happen, and that won't happen. And so many people come to my workshops and to my webinars, and they will be like, this is not happening, I wanted this and that didn't happen. And I say, yeah, but simply understand that when something happens as you like it, you have gratitude. When something happens as you like it, you have gratitude. And now understand that even when things don't happen as you like it, there is purpose in it. So many people come to me and say, this particular project of mine hasn't moved for a dozen years. It's really a project close to my heart, and I would really love to see this come true. And this is my dream project, and it's not happening. And I say to them, thank the universe that it hasn't happened as yet. Why? Because we sit in so much fear, we sit in so much of worry, anxiety, that we would only create, even that, even that project would get created from these frequencies. And so, if that whole project was going to get created from those frequencies, what will it bring you more of? Speaking from the world of energies, it will only get you more of what it is created from. And so, all of this while, if a project hasn't happened for you, you can actually rejoice because somebody in the universe saved you. Who is that somebody? Your own energies. Your own energies didn't want to create that project from that energy. And so they are waiting. They are waiting till you come to awareness, till you come to the frequency of abundance. And now you will see, maybe that project will get done, or maybe not. Maybe something else will come up. Again, not putting your fingers on expected outcomes. And I'm not talking about just big expected outcomes. We create outcomes and expectations of outcomes just like that in a few minutes, and then we have expectations. And expectations are the best way to get hurt, the best way to create hurt frequency. Whether expectations from this person that you are now right now looking towards to meet your expectations, whether he meets it or she meets or not, that's not even the questions. You've created expectations, and then automatically from the space of expectations, these are going to be broken. And as they are broken, the expectations keep growing. As they are broken, they'll bring you into a space of, into a frequency of hurt. So I constantly tell people, if you don't want to be hurt, well, keep releasing your expectations. And then what do? For every person who's meeting your expectations, a big thank you. And for every person who's not meeting your expectations, a bigger thank you, because they have shown to you that you have expectations. As you have expectations, now you have this opportunity to release your hurt. You have this opportunity being given to you by this person, the person who didn't meet your expectations. And then as you release, you will find yourself coming into a space of unconditional love, which is without expectations, which is all about, okay, your life as you are choosing to lead it, and my life as my energy is playing out for me. As my life plays out for me, where will I be sitting? That choice I will now make in awareness. Will I sit in hurt frequencies? That I will choose whether I sit in this house of hurt or I sit in this house of abundance. Okay, people. And so that's all there is to change, because you know what? Change is always going to be external. Change is going to keep happening. And again, you've heard it many a times over, this particular saying: whatever you resist persists. How does it persist? Now that you understand the energy, you will know why it persists. Whatever you resist, if you are resisting change, change is part of life. Whatever it is that's happening outside that you wish to resist, look into it. If it's the energy of fear and you are creating more from there, of course it is going to persist. So, whatever you resist persists. So, here is the plain, simple answer: don't resist. You will find so many different avenues. And so, how to not resist? As I said, bring your awareness to gratitude. Be in gratitude. Make a list of all the things that you are grateful for, even with this change that's happening outside. And now, every time your attention goes to the change and goes to the fears associated with change, consciously sit down and make a list of all things that you are still grateful for. Be in that moment, put all your focus onto that list of gratitude, all those things that you are grateful for. You have a choice. This too is a choice. Are you going to be constantly sitting in fear and creating more fear? Or will you sit in gratitude and create more of this? When you sit in the frequency of gratitude, what will happen outside? The universe will create more for you to be grateful for. That's all. So much. You think that outside things need to change first, and then you will come in gratitude. My project needs to be a success, and then I will come into gratitude. Well, try working it the other way around, because this is the larger picture. I have gratitude for every small thing. I look at the sunset outside and I feel so much gratitude for being in this place to be able to see such a beautiful sunset. It doesn't take much to come into gratitude. I come into gratitude with what a beautiful life. What a beautiful life this has been. And as a matter of fact, if I go back through my life, and many of you have heard my stories as well, by the time I was 26, 27, so much had happened around me in my life. So much had happened that even my friends used to look at me, my enemies would look at me and say, oh my God, we don't wish this kind of a life on anyone. That was my life. And yet today, when I look back at everything, all the hardships, so-called struggles, all the tears that I had to shed, if all of it was to come to this place, I would say yes to going through the same life all over again without batting an eyelid. Because today, when I sit back, each of those places that I passed through was such a, it took me to the next level, still an unawareness, but to the next level of experiencing. Are you fearful? Are you fearless? And it was so beautiful that through all the hardships that I went through, I I just happened to be, and I just say I happened to be, because in my energy field I carried fearlessness from another time. And so as life happened, as so many changes outside happened, as so many events played out, I was able to tap into that fearlessness. And from there, the journey began, the journey that holds me here today. And so when I look back at my life today, the only thing that I can understand, if I had to come to this beautiful place of awareness, then everything that I went through, I'm so much in gratitude for. So, gratitude for all your experiences too, because all of your experiences have added a little by little to get you here. Today, you sit over here. This webinar talks about awareness. This webinar talks about now finally having control over your own emotions, no matter what the changes are outside. And as you sit in this beautiful place today, maybe you are there yet, maybe you are still discovering yourself and your powers little bit by little bit. But wherever you are in this journey, gratitude to banta hai. So, all of you understand that gratitude is the key to wherever we sit and we are able to observe and find ourselves in so much joy. And so, as the changes are happening outside, put all your fingers within. That's the only answer to the change outside. Change within. That's the only way to shift your energy to peacefulness, to anand, to equanimity. So that's my answer for everything. Change within, work within, work within. All right, people. Now for the meditation. So take a deep breath in and relax. And as you relax, this one thought: I take energy from Meenal. I am Meenal. Clearing your mind of all other thoughts in this now, in this moment. Simply relax. I take energy from Meenal. I am Meenal. In this energy, all answers come to you easier and easier. And so simply allowing yourself to receive this beautiful energy. I open myself to receiving this energy filled with abundance, filled with joy, filled with equanimity, ready to receive whatever the universe has to offer. If the universe is offering change, then that too is in perfection. I don't understand the change, but I understand now, in this minute, that the universe is playing in my favor at all times. I am taken care of. The universe is taking care of me. And for that, deepest of gratitudes. I don't understand what this care will look like, and I don't need to understand. Putting all of my faith into the universe in this moment, in this now, with this intent, the universe is playing in my favor. Sitting in the frequency of peace and joy with this other intent, I am taken care of. I know that I am taken care of. And for this knowing, my deepest gratitude to the universe. And now put your attention to your body. This body that you carry for so many years. Every cell in your body in this moment filled with gratitude. Experience this beautiful sensation, gratitude in every cell of your body. Gratitude for whom, you ask? Gratitude for the body itself. Gratitude for this beautiful body that is the experiencer of all the experiences. If you didn't have the body, you wouldn't be able to taste anything, experience anything. And so, this vehicle of yours for all your experiences, for so many years, for so many births, for so many lives, this beautiful body of yours. thank you to the body. Deepest gratitude. And now, turning your attention to your energy field. This energy field of yours that has brought you all the experiences in this life. Some good, some not so good, some heavy, some light. All of those experiences, your energy field created for you. And yes, you might not like some of those old experiences, but guess what? It is your energy field that has brought you here today, brought you here where you can become so aware of your own energies, where you can choose your emotions. You have come to this place because of your own energy, your own energy, gratitude. Deepest of gratitudes to my energy for bringing me to this place of awareness, for bringing me to this frequency that holds all the answers. My deepest gratitude. And in those experiences that you had to go through in your life, there were many actors, those actors that you gave your roles to. Yes, it was your energy that gave these roles to all of these actors around you. And so now, in this moment, all the actors in my life, I will thank. Bring yourself and the other person's energies together. Hold their hand, hug them, give them love, thank them for being there for you. No matter what the role was, they couldn't decide the role. The role was decided by your energy. And so they agreed, their energy agreed to play that role for you. And in this moment, in this now, only thankfulness, only gratitude. Your energy gave them the role. How happily they took the role. How well they played their part. And so, for all of that, in this moment, a big thank you. Hug your actors, hug all of them. They might have picked up roles good, bad, ugly, wonderful, but it doesn't matter. They were all roles created by your energy. And so, a big hug to each of them. And now, bringing to yourself in the energies the remembrance of all your gurus, whoever has been a guru to you, whoever has brought you one step closer to more awareness and more awareness. Big gratitude to all of them, to all those who have helped you in this path of awareness. Big gratitude and a big smile on your face right now as you realize how much there is in your life to be grateful for. And so, thanking your life, your energy, your body, all the actors, and all your gurus. Om Mani, Om Mani. Okay, everybody? Lots and lots of love to you. Bye, everybody.